baby of mine. This year, this is the 30th anniversary of this very legendary Mazda MX-5, and I would like to talk a little bit about the history of this super fun sport car. And on the top of this, I found out that nearby here in Augsburg, there's a Mazda Museum. It's a Mazda classic place. We're gonna find out more about that, and hopefully we're gonna see much more Mazda models there. In the meantime, I would like to a little bit introduce also the car and how fun is really to drive this. So I hope you will enjoy this video. Super easy. Now we are without the roof, and it's the best when you're already a little bit sick and you just wash your hair. Let's go. And yes. You really have to work with the car, steer with the steering wheel. The shifter is really cool, so it's manual. You can really enjoy. It's really like a go-kart, and you can really feel the experience of driving. It's nothing about being autonomous or electric steering wheel or automatic shifter. It's just pure fun and drive experience. It's really cool. The air is still kind of circulating around your hair, so I think it's the best if you're bald or you're having some cap. But also this plastic is just helping not to really be disturbed by this air which is circulating around you. So it's very comfortable. I'm putting the roof back because it's a little bit windy at the moment. So it's super easy. Bam! That's it. No any complication. Here we are. Oh, it's nice. At the museum. We found it. It's downtown Augsburg. And it's a beautiful old factory building, it looks like. So we're just gonna park the car. Okay. The old school way. So, let's go inside. There's a hall. It's just only Mazdas. You can literally go through all of the Mazda models. They have a very big collection. So this is the first generation of the MX-5. This is from 1990. Next to it, this is a very cool rally edition, which is super inspiring. I also have my own plans with my own baby to a little bit pimp it up. So next year I would do some changes on my own car, and this car was very much inspired me. And this is still the first generation. There's also a very famous color with this hunting green. That car here was the second generation, so the NB. And personally, I don't like the car so much. So for me, it's a little bit like a soapbox. It's just too soft for my taste. But it's also a super famous model. And here comes from 2003, and this is from 2002. This crazy paint. Okay. And this all these second generation editions. This is already 2010, 2008. So my car is from 2006. There was the first of this third generation ones. But it's funny because you can see they also changed the light of the third generation. That it's the first one is more round, and after it's coming this very sharp, like leaf lights. This is the fourth generation, so this is the latest generation. What is came out for the 30th birthday. They changed the design language completely. It's completely new model. It's not anymore on the same platform, so to say, but it's still a very cool car. And in the middle there was a super special show car, this lightweight one, which they totally changed the car, so the super light version. So this Cosmo here basically is the grandfather of the MX-5. That was the first Japanese super sport car end of the 60s, and after came the RX-7, which is the father of the Miata. That was a very successful car from Mazda from the 70s, and they wanted to find out what they should do after this. So after, what is the next step after this RX-7, and they needed a concept. There was then the MX-5, and they also had 3 generations from this RX-7. This was the first, there was the second from the 80s, and this was the 3rd generation. It's already from the 90s. The whole design story is very interesting. Bob Hall was the person who really, the biological father of the MX-5, and he was an American journalist, and he said in one interview that he doesn't like that they call it like this. He was just simply a guy who was doing his job, and Mr. Yamamoto and Mr. Hurai were the guys who were pushing for that. But this started already in the 70s, and the first prototype came out in the 80s. The idea of a front engine 2-seater car for the American market became a massive success, and basically because they didn't want to create the fastest car or something like that, they just really wanted to create a DNA in a car which is very engaging with the driver. So it's everything about the driving experiences, and this is also the phrase they use this Jinbai Tai, that the rider and the horse is the same in the same time when you were driving, that you can really feel that you became one with the car, that actually you can really feel when you're driving the car. It's worked out very well, and also in the 3rd generation it's having the same DNA, so you can really feel this. And I'm pretty sure in the future is going to be probably after 4th generation it's a 5 and the 6 and the 7, because if they're keeping the same DNA, it's always just gonna be fun to drive this car. So, and it's always a success. Maybe it's gonna to be hybrid, but definitely not autonomous. Hope you like this video, and I just really wanted to talk about also my new baby, and I'm pretty sure more videos are coming about how I'm gonna pimp it up and how I'm gonna change this my Mazda. So please subscribe for my channel or follow me on Instagram on Girls Loves Cars, and see you soon in the next video.